Yo, yo, yo. What's up, people? What's going on, man? Um, it's been a long day so far. Morvan, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. All right. I'm just gonna kind of work through some things. Kind of see how everything goes. I shouldn't be on here too long, so if you do have questions, I guess you can kind of ask them. But yeah, we're gonna kind of just go through some things. Um, all right. Um, Start with the piano. Uh, the string. Let's see. Um, uh, Maybe a synth. Um, let's find a lead. I'll try this one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And vintage. What is this? Maybe percussion. Nope. Um, Choir. All right. So I have those in here. Let me just make sure. See my outputs. Let's batch them. All right, cool. All right, so I should be good to go. Um, all right, cool. When you increase Docker, do your tracks decrease? No. I mean, you can have it that way. I mean, you can shrink them, but if I make my Docker bigger, you see, it doesn't move any of those other things. I usually like to have it at a certain height, but yeah, it doesn't. My tracks don't decrease. I mean, you can always go up here and kind of change them, you know, make them smaller, bigger, kind of thing. But yeah, all in all, they still stay the same. All right. Let's just do a 5 bar. Let me see what key I want to be in. Let's do D sharp minor. All right. Um, all right. So, actually, let's do this. Let's go bring these up an octave. All right. So, gonna kind of build a chord out. And kind of go from there. So all right. That's all right. Uh, 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 uh. Mm. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna duplicate these, and I'll probably go up or down. Let's see. Let's go up. 1, 2. So I'm going up 5 semitones. Maybe I should just leave it. Leave it like that. Let's slow it down. Let's go 120 maybe. Let's try that. Maybe a little slower. Let's do 115 maybe. I think it's still. So this is probably have to change. So let's just duplicate that. What? All right. All right. Couple people in the chat. What's up, people? Do you know how to remove the reduction? This reduction. I don't understand. I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, fine run to you. Appreciate you, Sounds Human. And Standard Reaper, the tracks are reduced. I don't know. I've never seen mine's move or get reduced when I move it. So I'm not sure. You can't hear Reaper? Of course you can't, because I've been doing stuff. And thank you for letting me know. I've been recording, so I gotta put it back to where it's supposed to be. You guys should be able to hear it now. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Sounds Human. I'm sorry about that. I've been just vibing to myself, I guess. Ah, all right. All right. So what I want to do is kind of strum all this. I don't want. Let's do 64. What's always weird about this strumming is that sometimes it just doesn't work the way I want it to, because you had to have like one in the top to kind of strum it. And then it always doesn't go the way you want it to. All right, and let's do some random velocities. that's what's up. Appreciate it, Gordy. This is the regular choir from Kontakt. So if you have the new Kontakt 7, this is a free choir that's in there, from what I know. And I'm using the A, E, I, O, and U one. So if you go to this factory library 2, it's in the choir part. So I'm using the switches. No, I'm using the morphs. Right? So that's the one I'm using. And if you do need to set up your Kontakt where you can actually have multiple of them playing out of one Kontakt, I do have a video showing you how to set this up. So if you want to do that, you definitely can. So what I'm doing is kind of just moving it over a little bit so they'll slide up to those notes. So, and I want to see, let's look at the piano. I kind of see the notes that I need to use. And yes, for those who don't know, Reaper has ghost notes. All right. Let's try that. Let's kind of duplicate these over. I think that'll be a little easier for me. All right. So and now we just need to move all of these over. I'm gonna hold down shift, kind of just glide those over a little bit. Maybe this one needs to go up. Can you use it to slice in like in like the waveform? Yeah, it doesn't well, did it slice? No. It doesn't slice in here. So like for these you just hit S on the keyboard and it'll slice it, wherever you want. You put the the cursor, it'll slice it. For the piano roll, on the other hand, you can use like the Shift and S on the keyboard, and wherever your mouse is, it'll cut at that location. So it'll slice inside of the piano roll MIDI. This is a Reaper Tips theme that I'm using. I think he still has it free on his site, Alejandro. He does Reaper Tips. Another good channel to follow for sure. Do you know how I spent like 6 hours looping an entire back of one shot basses? Yeah. There's several ways to kind of do things. So I mean, I like the this what I call like the FL Studio approach to kind of get your stuff to slide. The BPM of the sample, you're saying? Are you talking about like the pitch of the sample? Because you're saying like BPM, like beats per minute, like you want to slow it down, or you're just trying to change the pitch of a sample? So they are being spaced apart. I think you're saying like yeah, pitching. Okay, I got you. So you're trying to like pitch a sample? I mean, there's a couple ways to kind of do it. There's also like the RIA pitch you can put on the actual sound. If you want to do like individual ones where there's cuts, I can show you that in a second. You know, I want to change the beat per minute of the drum break. I got you. You want to slow it down? Without changing the drum hits. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Let me save this real quick. Man, for some reason my keyboard is not cooperating with me. All right. All right. And I probably need to change this. Let's go up to 8. Maybe go down. Let's try 4. I'm just too early with it. Ah. I don't like the way it's sliding. It may be the 808 itself. Let's see. Let's try another one. Let's see. Which one did I choose? Starter. Which one is that? Oh, I used the one. Of course. One of those things you'll run into is like sometimes the 808s will just go to C1 for some reason when it detects stuff. Come on. Why? Why? Answer me. No, I was right. It was 4. Just not the right. It's just not the right 808. Let's save that. Man, time be flying, yo, when I'm on live. All right, so you were saying you wanted to kind of mess with samples. All right. All right, when you stretch the wave drum, all right, so let's say we find a sample real quick, right? I'm just gonna go on cymatics just because they usually have right, let's use this one, right? So automatically it's gonna set to the tempo of the track, right? So if you didn't want to do that, you can hit on this like thing over here in the Media Explorer, it'll take it off. But right now the tempo is 140 for this sample, seeing that it's a perfect loop. So anytime you have a perfect loop, you should be able to use it pretty easy. So this one is 16 bars and I don't need 16 bars. So let's do 9, or should I say 8 bars. So this is an 8-bar loop. All right, let's even do shorter. Let's do 4 bars. All right, so I have a 4-bar loop here. And let's say that you wanted to like stretch this or pitch it up or down. There's a couple of ways you can do it. So the first way is to go into your effects, and I set my quick effects in here just so I can find it easier. But I have this one called Ria Pitch. So this is standard with Reaper. So it gives you an option to pitch samples like up or down or whatever. So You could just change the format, which basically changes like the voicing of it, or you can actually shift the semitones. So I can go up a semitone, right? Let's say we go up three semitones, right? See, but the thing about this one, it affects like the whole entire track. So if you wanted to do it this way, this is one way to do it. If you wanted to slow this down, let's go -3. Right, so you have those options in here to do that if you want to. And that's with the RIA pitch. So I'm gonna hit on my Alt and click it, and it's gonna remove that off of there. All right, so the other way to do this is if you click on like the actual sample. If say you just want to change the pitch of the sample itself, and you didn't want to like stretch it back or forth, but you just want to change the pitch. I want to say it's Shift and 0 to go up, and Shift and 9 to go down. But let me just double check that. So I'm holding down Shift. Yeah. So it pitches it up one semitone. I don't know if you can see here. It's like, it's really small. So right above there, it shows the pitch is set to 1. I don't know if y'all could see it on the screen there, but now it's up to. So let's say we do that same 3 pitches up, right? So I'm holding down Shift and I'm gonna hit 0 and 0. So now it's pitched up 2 semitones on the sample itself. It's not on, you know, the track where you can have the effects. It's actually the track being pitched up. Right? So if you want to bring it back down, you would hit Shift and 9. It'll go down. So let's go to -3. Right? So those are the options to do it that way. So if you wanted to do like a fine tune for it, so like you want it to be a specific kind of number, you can do 8 and 7. 8 is to go up by like a millisecond of a shift. It's not a full like semitone up. It's like a fine tune shift, you could say. So if you wanted to do that, you could just hit like 8, Shift and 8, and it'll pitch it up by like points. Right? So, and 7 is to go back down. So that's another way to kind of like pitch your samples inside of Reaper without actually doing any kind of like stretching of the sample. This is just changing the pitch. But if you wanted to actually, you know, change the sample, you can hold down Alt, and I can grab the end of this and bring it back. And this will make it, you know, shorter or you know, longer. You can stretch it out to make the sample stretch longer. But yeah. So, I mean, those are some of the options that, you know, I pretty much know about inside of Reaper, kind of stretching your samples to however you want it to actually be. The way to pitch envelope MIDI. Is there a way to pitch envelope MIDI? But I mean, like, you know, MIDI is just like information. So you would actually be pitching the sound. But that the pitch shifter does work with MIDI as well. So if I did have a MIDI in here, so let's say we add an instrument, right? And I'm just going to use Keyzone Classic because it's pretty much the easiest one to pull up. Right? So I have Keyzone Classic. I'm going to make a, all right. So let's say, let's do that. All right, so we have MIDI in here, and you're saying you want to pitch the MIDI. So if I use the pitch shifter, let's say I used the rear pitch, right? So let's go up a semitone. Let's go up 3. Right? So you can do the same thing even with MIDI, with the shifter. So that just helps out a lot. So I don't know if you watch like people that use FL Studio and they do the videos and they use their shifter. This is the same thing as using the shifter like on your master track and then kind of bouncing it out and then using the sample however you want to use it. So it gives you that same effect. All right, so when you zoom in on the bass, it loads the waves. If you loop it exactly for one of the waves, makes it a clean loop of any bass or 808. I'm not sure what you're saying there. You want to stretch a drum break? Okay. So let's see here. Let's go to here, and I'm gonna do. All right. So we have a drum loop here. We don't need all of this. All right. So I mean, it would be the same thing. I can use rear pitch on here as well. So if I wanted to pitch these, so this is what it sounds like regular. So you can pitch shift pretty much whatever you want to using this. I mean, it would be the same thing as changing it from the sample itself. So regular, that's how it is. If I wanted to do the shift and pitch it up a couple of semitones. So it gives you that option to do that in here however you want to. Right? Yes, you can apply it directly to the item if you wanted to as well. So if I grab this re-up pitch, right, and I drag it onto the wave, you see it has an effect here now. So I can click on the effect and I can add it on here if I wanted to. You can do it individually on any track. You could do it to the whole, loop, whatever the case may be. So if I wanted to stretch this, so either way you want to do it, you can kind of do it. It just matters how you want to do it. I changed the pitch on the item properties and render the sound about 30 times. Then map each one to a separate sample. So much faster. You change the pitch on an item property and render the sound about 30 times, and then map each one to a separate sampler. So much faster than what I'm doing. I don't know what you're actually trying to do. I don't really get it. I was using the item properties to affect the pitch. That's much more convenient though. So you were actually going into the actual like properties of the sample, this thing here, and doing that and changing the pitch here. I don't see how it's faster, but I mean, to each his own. Like if you feel that way is working for you, I say go for it. Stoner Station, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. Some Chino XL. uh, you want a pitch envelope? Okay. The automation. I mean, I don't necessarily use a lot of pitch envelopes. I mean, it's cool to have, but I don't see the need for it unless I'm doing like glides, which I don't do inside of the effects there. Usually I'll just do. I mean, Reaper, you can just kind of do whatever you want to, man. If you wanted to, like, let's say I hit on this, right? I'll move this one, and then I can go to um, parameter and show track envelope, right? So here's the envelope for that track. So I mean, it's super simple to do it. Just you click on whatever track you want, and then go to your parameters, and you can show the envelope of whatever one you want to control. So yeah, that makes it pretty easy. And then here's your semitones here. So let's say we wanted to add like a different change up here. So I can click shift and click there, and it'll make a little dot. There's a little dot there, right? So let's say we wanted it for this whole little section here. So now you can kind of make a ramp up. Did I make a? I could have swore I did a marker here. Work with me, people. Right. So let me make one more here. Pull this in so it'll go like straight up to this one. It's gonna go up 10 semitones. So this gives you an option to kind of do that in Reaper as well if you wanted to do the automation part of it. I'm not much of an automation person myself personally. I just think that it takes a lot of time and effort, which I don't usually want to put in. So I usually don't. All right. So yeah. So it just matters what you want to do inside of your. There's like I said, there's several ways to do the same exact thing. It just matters how you want to do it. Alan, what's good, man? Yeah, the pitch option, man. The pitch option is amazing inside of Reaper, yo. Like, um, I don't use it too much, but if I need to, I know I can. Um, I'm more of the Rhea pitch kind of person, so I'll do Rhea pitch and then just bounce the sample out. I mean, that's the easiest way to me to kind of get what I want. Um, but to each his own. It's like so a lot of people like to use like halftime on stuff. I'm not necessarily a big halftime person, but I'll use it if I have to. So yeah, pretty easy to pitch and all that stuff in there. Oh, okay, I got you. Hey man, it's all good. Like I mean, everything is a learning experience. You can kind of cut things up and make it work for you. Yeah, I'm definitely not a sound designer. So if if you're asking about that, that's been barking up the wrong tree, sir. I am a template kind of guy. I'll adjust a couple of things to make it sound better at times, but yeah, I am definitely not a sound designer. Yes, you can't do MIDIs though. What do you mean you can't do MIDI? Why can't you do MIDI? I mean, you can't yeah, you can pitch in the MIDI as well. Yeah, you can do the pitch with MIDI as well. It doesn't matter like um let's see here. So let's see. So you go down here, right, to your there's like a little plus sign down here. You can click on that and it'll bring another like section right here. So if I go to where it says off velocity, I can click on that and I can just look for like pitch, right? Where is it? Pitch is right here. So, I mean, I can do pitch in here. And if you want to do a snap, you can snap it to, let's say 12 semitones is the most I can go, right? So, I mean, you can do a pitch. Let's say I'd do one here, right? It'll kind of go by whatever your grid is. So my grid right now is on 116. So right here, it'll pitch up these notes. So you can pitch inside of the piano roll as well. It don't matter like where you are inside of Reaper. You can kind of do the same thing in different places. It just matters of the method of getting there to do it. All right. Do you know if you have an iPad or an iPencil? You connect the iPad, uses a Mac monitor, and draw the envelopes. Oh, that's cool. I have neither things. I have no Apple products. Actually, I do. I have a iPad, but it's old and I don't use it. Yeah, I don't have one of those either. Cool. That's what's up. Shift or control, you can hold one of them. Yes, it's shift. I was showing that a little earlier, Philip. Thanks for letting us know. But yeah, you can do shift inside of the section here. I was showing them on the actual waves. You can actually do it. So it's shift and 0 to go up, shift and 9 to go down. And if you want to do fine tune, it is 7 and 8. 8 is up and 7 is down for fine tune pitching. So yeah. I guess I should do a video on that. Oh man, I haven't made a video for Reaper in a minute, but it's all good. I guess let me know if you guys have other questions. Let me see what's going on with this track. No one told me. Cool, cool, cool. Let's quantize those real quick. And yeah. Quickest way to render So, I mean, the easiest way, like, let's say I want to do these drums, right? Let's make all these drums waves. So I'm gonna click on all of them, basically select and click, and just right click on one of them and go to render freeze tracks. So you could just render the track. I like to render. A lot of people like to freeze. I don't like to freeze really. I'll render and then it'll mute the original one and actually create the track, right? So if I click this, it's going to process all of them and make wave files out of them, right? So I can just move these up, right? So now all my wave files are there and all my MIDI is down here. And if I really wanted to, I can right click on here and go to track manager, right? So this can give me an option to hide those things. So I know this one is muted, so I can remove it from the track view, and I can also remove it from the mixer view. So it won't show up on the mixer or the track view, and you'll just have your wave files to keep your, project kind of clean. This is what, how I usually do it. And then you can just kind of back this up if you wanted to make it the even bars. I mean, like really, really simple stuff to kind of do. And I mean, it makes it so much easier and faster. A Dr. Dre type one and an Eminem, we shall see. I have a lot of stuff I need to do, but it's more toward like TV, film, and doing sports. Um, I'm not necessarily like a type beat kind of person. I mean, it's either like trap beat, a hip hop beat, East Coast beat, West Coast beat, but not like specifically for artists. Just because, um, yeah, I just try to make it more general. Do you know if there's a way to what? And sometimes I just don't understand. What is this? It's like, and then don't move out the way. What is that? All right. A way to split to the nearest zero crossing. Yes. Yes. So let's say you want to do the nearest zero crossing. You could hit Z on your keyboard on your track, whatever track you're on, and it should go to the nearest 0 point. So let's see if it'll work. All right. So So I'm on the drums. You should be able to hit Z and it should take you to the next 0 point, but obviously it doesn't seem like it wants to do that. Yeah. See how it moved over? All right. So it, if I go and click again, I'm hitting Z on my keyboard. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is going to move over slightly. So you could, if you hit Z, it'll move to the next 0 point on your track, whatever sample or whatever you're using. Right? But of course, you know, it's very, very fine. So, but you can do it. Yeah, that's how you move to the next 0 point inside of Reaper. Like I hardly ever use this. Like it's just one of those things. So, but you have to have the track highlighted, and you probably won't be able to see it unless you're like really zoomed in to move and see the next 0 point of your track. Right? So that's one way to do that. All right, so I guess it's almost time to jump up off here. I guess let me know if you guys have any further questions here. No problem, man. Appreciate you for asking questions. Not everybody does. All right. All right. So I forgot. It doesn't let me do mines the way I want to because of how I have it set up. But that's fine. is it not playing? All right. I don't know why that happens. That is very interesting. All right. So let's try that again. I guess that should be it for this one. Like, yeah. It makes it a little easier that way. Oh, the stereo pan. Yeah, I kind of leave it how it is, just the default pan. I don't really mess with the stereo panning too much. Multiple monitors in Reaper? Yes. Basically, I mean, you can undock pretty much all this stuff. So this is like the browser. So you can undock the browser. You can undock the master channel. You can undock the mixer. Put them on another screen if you wanted to. Yeah, you can do. You could do that with like the piano roll. So if you are in the piano roll, you can put this on another screen, or you can make this full screen. I can undock it and just move it wherever I want to move it. Move it to another screen. So yeah, it has a whole lot of possibilities to move to another screen for sure. All right. Global whole, I'm not sure what that says at all. um, yeah, sorry. I have no idea what that says. All right. Let's see here. All right. So with that being said, I guess I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you guys for actually stopping by, checking out the channel, checking out the stream. If you have like questions or anything, you can leave them in the comment section and kind of go over whatever you guys want to go over about Reaper. So just let me know. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L. And if you do tune into my other channel tonight, I will be going live on that channel as well to do live beat reviews. So you can actually play some of your stuff that you actually made, whether that be a song or a beat. And that's on my other YouTube channel. So if you follow the link below in the description of this video, it'll take you to my Discord. And inside the Discord is where you can actually put those songs or tracks. All right. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.